What if the mighty Roman Empire never crumbled? Envision a reality where Latin echoes globally and emperors govern from the stars. It's 476 AD, and the fate of Rome hangs in the balance. Within the opulent halls of the Palatine Hill, Emperor Romulus Augustus huddles with his advisors, plotting a desperate strategy. In a bold move, Romulus Augustus invites the Visigoth king, Alaric II, to a council. The room brims with tension as the young emperor offers lands and titles in exchange for allegiance. The Visigoths, once enemies, now march alongside Roman legions. Their banners flutter together as they defend the borders of the empire against other barbarian incursions. In Ravenna, the signing of the Treaty of Integration marks a new chapter for the Western Roman Empire. Nobles and warlords witness this historic alliance, reshaping the political landscape. The streets of Rome come alive with celebration. Citizens cheer as news of the alliance spreads, their faith in the empire's eternal legacy renewed. At the Senate, discussions heat up as senators debate the implications of Visigoth integration. Voices echo in the marble halls, each faction vying for influence. Meanwhile, in the provinces, Roman and Visigoth communities begin to intertwine. Markets flourish with new goods and cultural exchanges, a testament to the empire's resilience. By stabilizing the empire, Romulus Augustus sets a precedent for future rulers. The Eternal City endures, poised to usher in a reimagined era of peace and prosperity. In the year 732 AD, the Roman Empire's reach stretches from Britannia to the sands of Egypt, with Constantinople emerging as the heart of its governance. The newly formed Imperial Senate convenes to discuss grand visions for the future. The Senate's debates lead to the establishment of the Grand Roman Academy in Alexandria, a beacon of learning and integration of Eastern and Western traditions. Emperor Leo III, a visionary ruler, endorses the construction of aqueducts that transform the cityscapes of Roman territories, bringing clean water to millions. In 745, the Roman Empire sees a flourishing of the arts, with poets and philosophers gathering in Constantinople to share their works amidst a thriving cultural renaissance. The invention of the astrolabe by Roman scholars transforms navigation, enabling safer and more accurate maritime travel across the Mediterranean and beyond. By 755, trade routes flourish under Roman protection, with bustling markets in cities like Carthage showcasing goods from across the empire. The architectural marvel of the Pantheon in Constantinople, completed in 760 AD, stands as a testament to the empire's innovative spirit and unity of cultures. As the 8th century draws to a close, Emperor Constantine V envisions further expansion of the empire's intellectual and cultural boundaries, laying the groundwork for an enlightened future. In the year 1421, within the heart of Rome, a young engineer named Lucius Verulus unveils the Aquae Machinae, a steam-driven water pump that promises to revolutionize the empire's agriculture and construction. As the Aquae Machinae proves its worth, vast Roman estates transform. Fields once parched now thrive with bountiful crops, heralding a new era of abundance and mechanization. Meanwhile, across the Rhine, Roman legions equipped with primitive firearms prepare for a new campaign into the Germanic lands, signaling the start of the Northern Wars. In the courts of Paris, King Charles VII receives troubling reports of Rome's advances, prompting alliances to form among the European kingdoms, united by a common threat. Back in Rome, debates rage in the Senate over the empire's aggressive expansion. Senators argue over the moral and strategic implications, their decisions shaping the forthcoming conflicts. In the winter of 1427, as snow blankets Europe, the first major battle of the Northern Wars erupts near the town of Lipa. Roman and combined European forces clash in a fierce engagement. Amidst the chaos, a Roman general named Marcellus gains renown for his tactical brilliance, turning the tides of skirmishes and earning the empire a formidable reputation. As the conflict grinds on, the toll on resources and lives mounts, straining the empire's vast but finite reserves, and setting the stage for a turning point in Roman history. By 1430, the Northern Wars reach a critical juncture, and all eyes turn to Rome for a decisive strategy that will either cement their dominance or lead to unforeseen consequences. In the year 1805, the Roman Empire celebrates its tricentennial presence in the New World. In Nova Roma, once known as New York, the Grand Festival of Imperium showcases the empire's technological and cultural achievements. Across the Atlantic, the imperial fleet, with its formidable steam-powered warships, patrols the seas. The flagship, Caesar Augustus, symbolizes Roman dominance on the high seas. In 1823, the reformist movement gains momentum within the heart of the empire. In the Forum of Constantinople, passionate orators call for a more democratic Rome, challenging centuries of imperial rule. Emperor Augustus XVIII convenes an extraordinary session of the Imperial Senate. Senators debate fiercely over the proposed reforms, highlighting the divide between traditionalists and progressives. Meanwhile, in the Roman colonies of America, local leaders gather in a coastal villa in Augusta, Florida, discussing the reformist movement and its implications for colonial governance. In Rome, a secretive meeting takes place among key reformist leaders, plotting their next steps. They plan demonstrations to press for change, marking a pivotal moment in the empire's history. As dawn breaks over the Eternal City, thousands gather in front of the Colosseum to join a massive rally for reform, signaling the strength and unity of the movement. Back in Nova Roma, news of the rally inspires similar movements, as colonial citizens march through the streets, echoing calls for a new era of shared governance. With the reformist movement gaining traction, the empire stands at a crossroads. As debates intensify, the dream of a more democratic Rome seems within reach, setting the stage for transformative change. The year is 2021, and the Roman Empire spans continents. The Imperial Senate convenes in the heart of Rome to discuss the Global Connectivity Initiative, a project meant to unify Rome's distant territories. Empress Aurelia, the first woman to rule as Caesar, addresses the Senate with a vision for digital integration, promising prosperity and security, but warns of the risks of cyber warfare. Meanwhile, the reformists, led by Senator Marcellus, advocate for decentralization. In a public forum, he argues that the empire must embrace change to survive the 21st century's challenges. Across the empire in Alexandria, engineers work on the infrastructure for the Global Connectivity Initiative, laying fiber optics that will link distant provinces. Despite the progress, traditionalists, fearing the loss of cultural identity, gather in Constantinople to voice their opposition, arguing for the preservation of old values. As the empire debates its future, the environmental crisis escalates. In the African provinces, severe droughts threaten agriculture, prompting the empire to consider sustainable technologies. In response, technology innovators in Gaul develop eco-friendly solutions, experimenting with new energy sources to revitalize the Roman agricultural sectors. As tensions rise, the empire faces a critical juncture. Empress Aurelia calls for a summit to reconcile reformists and traditionalists, hoping to forge a path forward. The summit concludes with a historic agreement, setting a new course for the empire. Yet, as attendees leave, whispers of dissent hint at challenges yet to come. As night falls over Rome, the city lights up in a blend of ancient and modern, symbolizing an empire on the brink of transformation. A flicker in time, a shift in fate, a choice unmade. One thread can change the entire tapestry. The past is full of roads not taken. Let's walk them together. Subscribe to the Threads of Eon for more journeys into the worlds that could have been.